Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're featuring how to play aggressively in Ensk. As the map was recently introduced, you should be seeing this map every third or fourth game as it's at heightened frequency. And all you need is two things to play aggressively in this map. One, you have to be in platoon in a heavy tank. Second, you have to make sure your team is covering the one line so they don't flank you. So just pushing forward, the goal is to get to E2. I briefly stopped as I got distracted a little bit. Our team has 3 or 4 tanks over on the one line, 3 heavies, 1 TDs. This allowed me the opportunity to push into their area, which is still pretty safe, as more tanks from our team are also pushing forward, covering me. As this was the first time I was making this play since the map returned, so I wanted to be a little cautious here. E100, a nice shot into his turret ring, VK over on the left side, and there's this ridge which I can keep between me and the tanks and farm them if they try to peek. Even though it's their side, it's not much they can do without getting punished in return, especially because we already took positions. They can't push the one line as they have few tanks stuck at D1, and over on the right side are heavy, they're pushing as well. And of course I'm in a platoon with 113, so every time he peeks, not that they only have long reload, we have decent reload as well, or at least 113 does, and we're making sure to pen our shots, taking our time. 2000 damage already, and if needed I can also just climb up the ramp and shoot the tanks over there as well, but since the Oho was one shot, didn't really feel worth it. Crucial took out E100, and now I'm pushing forward to take Wiki out of the game as well. I saw their ruthless fire providing me an opportunity to push forward now. However, since I was reloading, I decided to take a little longer, so only peek when I'm loaded, just in case they are loaded and they put shot into me. I didn't really want to trade 113 side scraping, but I have places to be, can't stay here for too long. A nice shot into his lower plate, Wheezy behind him, defender goes down, ruthless peaks, but he doesn't focus me, so I survive 3400 damage. VK or VZ, I thought he was double shot and that's why it's reloading, but lucky for me he was a single shot and a nice shot into his lower plate. And since he backed up, he was taken out by our teammates over on the one line. And again, T58, he got greedy, but we have angles. Again, he ignored the one line or just got tired and he thought he could just push, but didn't go his way. Same for the ruthless, he decided to push forward as well and just got punished. And that's why one line is very important in this map if you have to win the 2-3 line, so that you don't get flanked. It's 2v1 now, Chieftain versus a 113 and a Czołg. The thing about Czołg is you have the alpha, but this takes forever to load. Before I'll finish loading, 113 already put 2 shots into him, and I'm finally loaded now. Or on the other side, they do have a 705A here. He's also down to 1 shot. Nonetheless, decided to go back to the base as they're capping. And since the map is small, it's not like they're gonna end up capping anyway. Even though we're on this side, they do have a house they can hide behind, but if you're close enough, or no matter where you are, unless they're triple capping, you can easily make it back to the base. It's the bar who's on the cap, so a little bit greedy here. I was at 6000 damage with 3 kills, and notice a medium on the left side, Arachnid, didn't aim properly, ended up missing my shot, and again I was just greedy because 113 was pushing forward, didn't want him to just kill everyone. I decided to push forward, forgetting that there is another medium who's full health. Pershing penned me, Arachnid penned me twice. Pershing bounced, but this time I do ended up penning Arachnid. There's another bar behind him while Pershing is farming, or getting farmed now by 113. So just pushing forward so I can get one more shot into him. 647 HP, and he goes down, bringing my total to 7500. And if you like this, there is more. We have like a deja vu game where I get the same spawn and the same map, and I do manage to make the same play just a little bit more effectively, and we'll see that in the next game. As mentioned, again, K3 spawn. All you need is few guys over on the one line, and you have to be in a platoon, so you can hold the position effectively. And usually when you're pushing in platoon, you have 1 or 2 tanks that just come along to help you. Also in this game there are decent number of tier 8s, So I was pretty hopeful, especially after the first game I had where I was able to dominate in that small area, even though the enemy had the overmatch. So not stopping this time, going straight forward, spots Diamondback. And sometimes when I see a tier 8 in my tier 10s, I don't really respect them, but I should, because he do end up penning me. And while I was reloading, decided to stay over on the lower side and side scrape. Diamondback is one shot though, however he ended up penning me again. Czołg does have a weak hatch, so not surprised that he penned me, but kind of surprised because I always expect tier 8s to just donate HP. Nonetheless, now going over the ramp, even though Czołg only has 6 degrees of gun depression, but it is tall enough and I was able to use the ramp effectively while my hull was covered, and a nice shot into D30. There is a Tehran playing the window, being unnecessarily aggressive. Lucky for him that I was loading, otherwise I could have penned him. Meanwhile, our heavy tank, or actually AVR, is pushing the right to put pressure on Tehran, and he goes down. Decided to push over on the left side here. Progetto crossing, well, he does have to pay the HP tax. 2800 damage. Not so much damage yet, but at least it's one of those maps or situations where you are actively in the battle, and if you're in the mood for those brawling situations, this map does provide that opportunity. MBTB takes a shot or two. I put another shot into him. He's down to one shot. If I was in a tank that had better HP, I would have done much better. It's just, as I mentioned above, Czołg has probably one of the worst HPs in the game. Sorry, DPM, not HP. Slightly better than the Tech Tree Polish Heavy, but still not enough. I mean, it does have alpha where you trade better if game is going slow, but when the engagement is active, you do need more DPM. Similar thing happened again. I wasn't respecting the tier 8, the VK. I thought it's a tier 8, what is he gonna do? So I was peeking in a way where my lower plate was exposed, and VK ended up penning me. If I had just side scraped here, it would have been better, but I thought, well, he got lucky the first time, so I wasn't really paying attention. And another shot by KV4 into my lower plate. As I said, I need to stop not respecting these tier 8s, as they can pen you, especially when you ignore him. They just start farming more often than not, and that's something I need to be careful of. Our AVR is pushing towards their AVR. Meanwhile, KV4 decided to cross, but he was penned and tracked by Tehran, allowing me to put some shot into him as well and take some sweet revenge. 5600 damage. They have 10% HP left. We have 50. I do have enough HP to take one or maybe two shots, so I can just push forward, get some shots into the opponent as well. 277 is one shot, not worth my shot. He goes down. T42, he is full 7 or 1450 HP. A nice shot as well as a ram into him. AVR hit my back, not sure how though. Nonetheless, providing me an opportunity to get another shot into T42, a potential shot. Can I? And I do manage to hit him, take him out of the game, and another 7k damage. And that's what I said earlier. If you're in a platoon cover 1-2 line, you can play this position pretty well. Unfortunately, the other side doesn't get that aggressive play as they don't really have the ramp, so this side is better. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.